So, video 3. I've been doing some roughing out. You can probably see there is lots of sawdust everywhere, and I imagine you can hear that I've got a filter on which is filtering small particles out of the air. That's for my benefit, no one else's. I've been using this machine, which is a beast really. It has a blade here, you can see, and it just chews up wood. I'll just give you a quick blast. It's noisy. It's not very pleasant. I've had that on and that on, and this is not a very reflective, calm process. However, it has achieved what I was seeking to achieve, which was to start the process of taking some of the excess wood on this plane out of the piece, out of the material, because I know I don't want that. There's lots more I know I don't want, but what I find happens is that as I start to use a machine like that, quite quickly I get anxious at the possibility of taking out material that later I'll want to have. And that's the whole nature of carving, is you're removing. And once the material is gone, pretty much you can't put it back. You certainly can't put it back in a very satisfactory way. So I've got this plane started on this top section. That's as far as I've got, and I've rounded out these corners a little bit just to make it a little bit clearer. I could carry on and take out this direction, but it's usually a good idea to work in one plane at a time. So my plan is to continue to work on this twist that I talked about, which will involve taking out some of the material in here, some of the bulk material. And just at a practical level, you possibly can't see it, but I've drawn a line at 4 centimetres above the base all the way around, because I mustn't go below that line because there are 4 screws holding this onto this. And I think that I just mentioned that because it's part of the technical process of sculpting. Is you've got to be aware of the practicalities of what you're doing, whilst you're also seeking to engage in producing something that's creative. And it's that balance all the time, the creative and the practical, I suppose, that attracts me to working in this way, but also is the challenge of working in this way. So I'll continue. You can see that what I've been doing is I've been drawing on with my piece of chalk, just with a chalk, where I know I want to be going. And so the next part of this is to start taking out some of the material here and starting to create this twist that will help me to understand the overall shape that I'm trying to achieve. So that'll be the next stage, and that won't be done with this. I will be digging into here and getting out some of my chisels, and using my mallets to whack the chisels, which is a much calmer process, and I'm quite looking forward to that. I don't really like this part of it because I get a bit agitated. It's a difficult machine to control, but it achieves something quickly. Okay.